ego tripping. My ego's different. Alright, y'all supplying the dope, I'm supplying the pipes. Trust me, I'm the air, I'm not flying the kite. You tried to stab me in my back, I never turned to you. A clone with a backbone. CeeLo's missing. I never been to Africa, but wrote my diary in Igbo. It translated to a used car negotiation. Look in the ashtray, there's a Primo. Are you mine or there? No elevator to elevate. Find the stairs. One step, two step, mine. Who the fuck let this jellyfish grow a spine? Are you mine or there? There's no elevator to elevate. Find the stairs. One step, two step, mine. When the fuck did this jellyfish grow a spine? I used to bounce checks in her account. I ain't gonna lie, I used to count the bitch out.
You and I both know the kindest person in the world is a stealing motherfucker. Oh, they kind. They gonna love bomb you when they see you. What's up, brother? How you doing? Do you know the last time I saw you, I sensed a blessing coming off of you? That was 6 months ago. And look what I saw on your social media. You got a raise at the job, didn't you? Oh, they know all your business. Is your son still in kindergarten? Yeah, last time I seen you, he was 5, and he's still 5. That was 6 months ago. Oh, I knew he was in kindergarten, and I bet you he's getting good grades, because he's just like what? He's just like his father. A stealing person gonna love bomb you. Oh, they know everything about you. Is your mother still in Nebraska visiting her mother? Look, do you know what happened with last time I flew Southwest? And I'm going to let you know this because this might help you in flying her back. Do you know if she uses her ID, she gets a senior citizen discount? They start telling you stuff you already know. Oh, she get a senior citizen discount. Yeah, she gets that. Oh, they're going to love bomb you because they want to steal. And don't think that wherever you guys are, wherever y'all conversating, the mall, the comedy club, the store, church, at a club, wherever y'all are, if you announce, hey, I'm going to the club, I'm going bowling on social media, please believe they read that and they're there strategically. They didn't just bump into you like they always try to make it seem, oh, I didn't know you was going to be here. I had no idea. I had no idea you was going to be in Omaha. I was in Chicago earlier, and I caught a flight out here for my job. No, you didn't, nigga. You saw I posted I was coming to Omaha 3 days ago. You bought a ticket, and you got your goofy ass down here. Everything is coincidental, by accident. I had no idea. And they're always noticing shit. A thief is always noticing shit because they studying you. It ain't that many coincidences in the world. I bet you if you took a notebook, right, and you bought a special pen and a special notebook, and you wrote down the amount of coincidences you have with this coincidental motherfucker, that you'll probably be able to fill up a notebook in 2-3 years with all the coincidences they just happen to bump into you on. You just happen to be at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. You just happen to be at Burger King. You just happen to be at Coney Island. You just happen to be at Little Caesars. That's why you got to stop updating your location on social media, because this motherfucker going to happen to be anywhere you at, nigga. They want what you got or something you got. You ain't realized that yet? God! I'm telling you, a stealing mother sucker, they plot. They all on your girlfriend's family social media, seeing what her family is up to and when you're going to be there and what time you're going to be there and who's who and who's beefing with who died, why did they get fired from the job? They're putting the pieces together. They're trying to figure out when you're going on vacation. Don't ever announce you're going on a vacation. A stealing person is checking your updates on your social media. If you tell them when you're going to be on vacation, that is the best time for a thief to put the plan into action. You better stop announcing that you're going to Tulum, Mexico, London, England, Ghana, on all these trips. Do you know what you're doing to yourself? Do you know the plan that's kicked into motion when niggas know you out of town? You better stop being game goofy, man. A thief needs to know your whereabouts. They'll go as far as enrolling their child into the same school your child go to. Sometimes it's weird because they'll fuck around and have a kid in high school and they'll enroll them in elementary school. Hold on, this motherfucker too old to go here. Oh, my bad. I thought my son could go here with they. No, I'm playing. But what I'm saying is you got to be careful, man. Everybody ain't supposed to know everything because what thieves are good at is they're good at plotting, planning, scanning, and figuring out what you got going on. Some of y'all been targets for years and have no idea. What do they call it? Death of 1,000 lashes. See, in our culture, we obsessed with the knockout, the shoot to kill, the headshot. But the best thieves don't do that. That's for amateurs. The angry, loud pop, let's squabble, let's get them up. You a buster, you want to scrap, you ain't gonna do nothing. That's for amateurs. Ain't nobody stealing millions and billions of dollars, being loud, showing you they ego, puffing their chest out. It's the death of 1,000 lashes. It's slow. It's like your job. When your job gonna fire you, they build a case. They let you do one thing. 2 things. They get you up to 50 things. And then one day they call you into the HR office. They slide a note or they slide a piece of paper for you to sign on a desk with your last check. And they say, look at this shit you've been doing for 2 years. Get your goofy ass out of here. No pension, no 401k, no nothing. You're fired. That's what a thief is trying to do. They're trying to fire you from your shit. I'm telling you, thieves will make you think y'all friends. They'll make you think y'all friends. They want you to believe that they're your friend because all they have to offer you is that friendship. When a motherfucker ain't got nothing to offer, they put you on the altar. You're the sacrifice. You ain't learned yet? And they see the good in you. They see the good in you, but the twist is the good they see in you, they try to make you insecure about it. Oh, I'm a good person. Yeah, but you can't be a pushover, girl. You a good person, but you can't just let people run you over. You being good to people ain't letting people run you over. What they trying to do is bottle that goodness you got and preserve it so you only use it on them. They make you insecure about your good qualities. You ain't learned that yet? You still think these people out here like you? God, they can't stand you. They hate your guts. They come around you every day to smile and hate your ass. I'm telling you, you better figure it out. You better figure it out because they trying to figure your goof ass out. God, this is the thieves. This is what they do. They've been doing it since they was a kid. They've been doing it since they were small children. They've been stealing from ice cream trucks to liquor stores to robberies. You just a long-term robbery. God.
Dude named Tony Harper went through LA and killed my whole family. He killed 42 people that day. He started on Slauson and Gage and worked his way, killed my cousins, my brother, my sister, and all my nieces and nephews. 7 of my nieces and nephews, he stacked their bodies on top of one another.
Hold up, man. So when I first heard this, I was online. Tony Harper, this is a cold killer. He killed 42 people in his family, stacked the bodies up. I thought this was the coldest cat in the world. I'm looking up Tony Harper. I heard of Grim Reaper, Grim Sleeper. That was a cold dude. He was cold. But I'm looking for Tony Harper. And then I look closer at the dude telling this story. Look at him, man. This is a 90s basshead. This is what I grew up on. I grew up around, this is what you call a morally upright crackhead. He's not a bad dude. He believes this delusion. Let's hear more about Tony. Look up Tony if you're watching this, because I thought Tony was a real person. He almost had me. He almost got me. I almost felt sorry for him until I realized he was a customer. Check it out.
He had 10 clips Each clip holds 16 rounds of hollow point. He emptied all 10 clips and all of the bodies and shot out their eyes, their nose, half their chin. Yeah.
He killed how many people in one day?
He killed 46 people in one day. And the last person he killed was my nephew. He worked at the Union Station. He walked in the Union Station broad daylight and got my nephew down.
Did you know this guy?
Nope. He just was going through L.A.
Did he get caught?
Yes, sir. He's in San Quentin on death row. The judge let me talk to him, and I asked him why. He just said he just woke up and just felt like killing.
Man, this the type of dude, when he finished the drugs, he smoked the bag and say something like, it ain't residue, it's residue. And you don't do residue. Tony Harper is a made-up character. My guy made it up so he can get money to buy dope, man. Look, man, our community is riddled with variations of stories like this. There are people who are going around saying things that we consider to be politically advanced, intellectually advanced, that make up things just like this. They tell lies that sound true. This is common in our community. That camera, you know what's doing it to him? It's that camera. That attention, that dopamine, that serotonin. He getting that high. His high is making something up and getting you to believe it. Do you know that there's people who don't just get high on drugs, but they get a high from selling you a lie? They are so enamored with feeling superior to others that they will make up things in order to reinforce a false sense of superiority. It's a cold thing because everyone who does this, they don't look like this. They don't look like they're on drugs. They don't have the glass eye and the shrunken jaw and the skinniness for you to question whether what they're saying is true or not. But there are people who are just as addicted to attention as this man is to drugs. You just don't know. Because they go to the gym. They cut their eyebrows as men. They grease their eyebrows. They overly moisturize. They get to work an hour earlier than everyone just so they can have an up. You view these things as normal, and they can be normal in certain situations, but some people who are deviants, who are liars, are hiding amongst us. And they need to group in order to get this feel, in order to get this dopamine release, in order to feel like they're superior to you. So this man interviewing this man is a target. Right? This is the entertainment version of triangulation, except this man is talking to a totally delusional human. You might experience this at work. You might experience this at school and in an entirely different way, where somebody might make up a story or a scenario about you and tell everybody as if it's true. And it gets back to you. Hey, I heard you did this. There are delusional people like this everywhere. Once you realize that somebody is completely delusional, like my man that said Tony Parker, or whatever his name, killed his entire family, you got to take your emotions out that shit. Because the very next question he's going to ask, or maybe he's leading up to, is, can I get some money so I can buy some more cocaine? Can I tell another lie so I can get a dopamine hit and feel superior to you? Because you believe me, and I'm making this shit up. This is what these people are looking for. Let's see what else he says about this made-up serial killer, Tony. Look at the details of the bull jive. He went into Union Station. I was online earlier looking up serial killer goes into Union Station, kills a man's nephew. I couldn't find nothing. And I promise you I was looking. I thought he was cooking. I wanted to believe everything this man was saying, and I couldn't find no evidence. Oh, I was so disappointed. Because this is a doozy. I mean, this is earth-shattering stuff if it's real.
Did he get caught?
Yes, sir. He's in San Quentin on death row. The judge let me talk to him. I asked him why. He just said he just woke up and just felt like killing.
I looked up San Quentin on death row. I went to the state penitentiary website because you can look up prisoners. I found the guy, but he wasn't no serial killer. He was something else. But it wasn't him. Do you guys know anybody else in life who was this far into a delusion where they will make up complete scenarios to support this delusion? If you know somebody like this, I would love for you to comment below, because there's other people who do what he's doing and they not dope fiends. Some of them work with you. You're in relationships with people like this and don't even know it. You think because she's thick. You know what a version of this is? BBL. She thick. She bought a body and now she thinks she a bad chick. That's a version of this. That's a version of this. It's men out there getting plastic surgeries, getting their chest dropped so it look like they work out. Fake stomach muscles, fake calves. That's a version of this. Why do we think that obvious drug addicts are the only delusional people? Comment below. I want to know if you've dealt with delusion. How have you dealt with it? Give me an example. God!
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I think I'ma lay off your pussy for a while. Nah, I like it, but you trying to make me chase you. I ain't way off, I'm a journeyman. I'd rather go lay some tile. You probably think I hate you. It's June, and you've been hanging with that coon, the one that taught you to cook men. Bethune, do you know that the Artemis 4 mission in 2028 plans on sending the first woman to the moon? But you'd rather take a flight to Dubai to get shitted on by the Sultan of Brunei. You did a gram, then did it for the gram, then fuck Batman for a wham. For those of y'all that don't understand the code to call, it's platypus. Platypus? If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's a platypus.
You pissed me off a lot growing up with the dancing, because I used to wonder, when are you going to stop? So what was the official age you actually stopped stripping? Because I begged you for a long time.
So I would say 45.
So
I started when I was 27.
So you started dancing when you were 27, and you did not stop dancing until you were 45. Can you understand the trauma that you put on me, mama? Can you understand why it took me so long for one to put on a dress?
It wasn't 45.
43?
43.
Hey, I called it for you, baby, because I know you were in your 40s.
It was 43.
But just because your parents did something for a job, like strip, sell drug, whatever it is, just because they did something like that, that's not automatic grounds for trauma. Just because your parent was a wild person, that does not give you the right to burden them or anyone else's. That doesn't give you the right to burden them or anyone else with the fact that you decided that this is a burden to you. Because there are people who have these idealisms like life is supposed to be a certain way. And they have these delusions that the way other people's lives turn out is automatically better than theirs, because they have this envy that there's perfection or the grass is greener on the other side. I don't like that she's burdening her mother with this and making it seem like what her mother did to survive and provide for her is a bad thing. Yeah, stripping isn't ideal, but that doesn't meaning that she didn't do what she was supposed to do. Now, I know that there's certain social stigmas, so I get like if moms was taking her to the strip club with her or bringing customers home and giving lap dances at home, but I ain't never seen a stripper in the strip club that had her kids with her. I've never seen it. So I don't know if this woman has the right to check her mom for what her mom did to survive. I don't know if this is right. As I get older and realize things about parents, my parents specifically, you should realize certain things about yours. And the number one thing you got to realize is if they're people and they have to do what they have to do to survive and provide for you. I don't think this woman has the right to put this on her mother's shoulder. I don't think she has the right to burden her mother with the fact that she's not willing to accept that she stripped and possibly did other things to provide for her. I think this is deeper than that. I think because she understands this, her dilemma is now maybe she is fighting the fact that she's willing to go a little bit further than the average woman to provide for herself. Maybe she's done some things being misguided that she's ashamed of, and she's using her mother's life experience as a scapegoat to deal with herself. This seems like projection to me. This seems like a woman who is not comfortable in her own life's choices, finding something to place them on. I personally believe that if she's settled down and is in a relationship, her man is going to go through hell because no matter what happens in life, she's going to find a way to put it on him like she's doing her mother. You can't find things to place your burdens on. You got to deal with things as they happen, as they occur. To me, this sounds like a case of someone who is not accountable. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. If you're watching this and you were raised by a parent who was a sex worker, a stripper, a prostitute, and you agree with this woman, comment below. I would love to hear your life experiences. But the main thing I want to know is her mother to blame for what's wrong in her life, her traumas? Is she right for putting this on moms? Because she was willing to get out there, shake a tail feather, and do what she had to do to provide for her family. I am totally confused, and I want to hear from you. Tell me what y'all think. Comment below. You talk about the road less traveled. How about the joint you shouldn't smoke?
I gotta take a random drug test and it's relaxed me. I tell you, I'm very relaxed.
And you gotta take a random drug test.
Yeah, I got my PO coming forward. They got a new policy, the state of California. They do random on-the-spot drug testing.
Good thing that this don't affect you till 3 days after you hit it. You gonna be good.
What you mean it don't affect me to 3 days? There ain't no drug test that tests for tobacco, man. What are you talking about?
Oh. You thought it was a...
That's a cigarette, homie. That's a cool. That's a regular cool.
Oh no, it's real cool. It's real cool.
Well, what type of cool you talking about? What type of cool is this cigarette, bro? Talk to me.
You know, it's one of them good ones. I kind of like, you know.
Man, be specific, bro. Why do I feel like God?
Because I gave the cigarette a bath. I dipped it in the water and, you know, made it clean. So cleanliness is next to godliness. That's why you feel like God.
Nigga, that's Sherm?
Sherm is such a ghetto term to use. I prefer to say PCP, actually.
Sherm? Sherman Hemsley? Talk about the Holy Ghost.
Kraig. Yo!
At the end of the day, I can't complain. The only enemy I have is me and my own big head.